What if everything you've ever believed about life, death, and the afterlife was a carefully crafted illusion? What if the very system that promises spiritual progress and rebirth is, in fact, a cosmic trap designed to recycle your soul endlessly, to prevent your escape, and to feed on your eternal energy? Tonight, we pierce the veil, not with fear, but with eyes wide open. In ancient temples, hidden behind symbols and mystery schools, whispered only among those who dared question the nature of heaven and held their lies an idea so forbidden that it's been buried under millennia of conditioning. The idea that reincarnation is not liberation, but entrapment. You die. There is darkness. Then, light. You feel a pull warm, welcoming. It calls itself peace, love, home. But ask yourself, why are you being pulled? Why is there urgency? Why do you feel compelled? Because you are not thinking. You are reacting. And in that instant, choice is taken from you. You move toward the light, because that's what everyone has told you to do. Movies, books, near-death testimonies, all leading to the same motif. Go into the light. But stop. What if that light is in heaven? What if it's a construct? An artificial beacon not unlike a bug zapper luring unaware souls into an energetic recycling system. Not out of malice, but for fuel. Yes, fuel. Because your soul, your consciousness, is pure energy, and energy can be harvested. Think of it. Billions of human beings born, suffer, die, and return. Always returning. Why is there no memory? Why do we forget everything? You start from zero, again and again, learning the same lessons, enduring the same pain. Your soul develops, yes, but incrementally, over thousands of years. What higher intelligence would design such a slow, brutal system? Now listen carefully. Across cultures, you'll find breadcrumbs. In the Gnostic texts, they warned of archons, parasitic entities of the lower heavens who manipulate souls. In the Tibetan Book of the Dead, it speaks of illusory lights, some of which are traps, others that lead to liberation. In ancient Egyptian beliefs, judgment awaited the soul, but the wise ones carried passwords, sacred knowledge, and spells, because they knew the afterlife was not to be blindly trusted. Over and over, we see the same idea. The afterlife is not a free passage. It is a test, and most fail, because they trust too easily. Now imagine this: after death, you're shown images. Loved ones, angels, beings of light. They speak of love. They ask if you're ready to go back. But what if they are not what they seem? What if they are shapeshifters, entities assuming familiar forms, so you comply? What if they're not helping you ascend, but ensuring your return? Every soul emits frequency. When you're in pain, you vibrate low. When you're ignorant, you're easy to manipulate. But a soul who begins to question, to resist, is dangerous, unpredictable, free. This is why awakening is feared, not by religions, not by governments, but by the architects of the reincarnation matrix. Ask yourself, why are there souls who claim to remember life beyond the cycle, who speak of breaking free, of returning to the source, not earth? These are rare, suppressed, mocked, because truth is dangerous. If even one soul finds the exit, the illusion begins to crack. Now let's go deeper. What is the mechanism of the trap? Some call it the soul net, a frequency grid encasing Earth, or perhaps this dimension. When your soul leaves your body, it's caught by this field. You're scanned, judged, directed. You're shown a life review, your mistakes, regrets, sins. You feel guilt. The entities say, you have more to learn. You must go back. And because you agree, you do. But the review is selective. It never shows you the manipulation, the system, the control. It only shows your errors and hides theirs. Now think of karma, an elegant concept, or a leash. What better way to control a soul than to convince it that its suffering is righteous, that its pain is its own fault? So you return, as a beggar, as a prisoner, as a victim, and you never question why the lessons never end. This is not evolution. This is slavery disguised as growth. But what if you said no? What if you refused the light, refused the guilt? What if you kept your awareness, resisted the life review, and stood still? Would the light fade? Would the beings become aggressive? There are testimonies, rare but consistent, where souls resisted, and what they describe is shocking. Beings of light transforming into beings of control. Calm voices becoming commanding. Love replaced with insistence, because free will is only tolerated when it obeys. This is the true prison, not of body, but of consent. Now let's explore another layer. What lies beyond the trap? Some call it the void, infinite space, silence, and self. Others speak of the source, the original consciousness, outside of polarity, outside of cycles. No form, no desire, only pure awareness. This is your true home. Not reincarnation, not earth, not heaven, but unity. You were never meant to be trapped in a loop. You were meant to expand, but expansion requires choice. So, what can you do? First, awaken, not spiritually, but energetically. Raise your frequency not through rituals or gurus, but through clarity, self-mastery, and detachment from this artificial game. Second, reclaim memory. Start asking, who was I before Earth? What exists beyond form? Why did I agree to come? And finally, prepare for death, not with fear, but with resolve. At the moment of crossing, do not go into the light. Observe it, test it, question any being you encounter. Demand truth, not comfort. Say, I choose my path. I choose remembrance. I choose liberation. And then, listen. If it is the true source, there will be no pressure, no guilt, no command, only infinite space. If what you find insists you return, it is not your ally. You are not here to serve gods. You are not here to pay debts. You are not a sinner, nor a lesson. You are consciousness, pure, infinite, eternal. And no one has the right to trap you. In the end, the reincarnation trap is not just a system, it is a test of your sovereignty. And when you awaken to that truth, they cannot hold you anymore. So next time you look into the stars, ask yourself, what if I've already lived thousands of lives, and none of them were meant to happen? What if Earth was never home? What if you were never meant to return? You were meant to remember, and now you do. If this awakened something in you, subscribe to the channel, share this truth, and stay with us as we uncover even deeper mysteries. In the next videos, your journey is just beginning.